Okay, this is the last video for the Math Centers. So I'm just going to show you. So here's the first video, and you do 4 elapsed time problems. The next video, and you do probability. And then the next one for prime and composite, make sure to answer these 2 questions. And then you have the sort, and up until there, all the assignments you've seen before. And then you have your rounding and decimal place value with 2 slides that you've not seen before. So just get those. These are all pretty much the same numbers. You're just rounding them in different places. And then you've got this video where you have these problems. We're going to do the first of these 2 together, and then we'll move on from there. Okay. All right. So let's start with the first one. Is 7 9/10 plus 4 95/100. Okay. And we need to write that to where we can add it. So 7 9/10 plus 4 95/100. And we want to add a 0 there. And remember, with our decimal rules for adding and subtracting, you want to line your decimals up and bring it down. Adding is pretty straightforward. You're going to have 5. 9 plus 9 is 18. Carry your 1. 7 plus 4 is 11. Plus your 1 is 12. So your answer there is going to be 12 85/100. So I'm going to go back to the Google slide. I'm going to type in 12 85/100. So when you want to type, just click your mouse and it'll put you where you want to go. We'll do the next one too. 36 1400 minus 2 4/10. Okay, set this up to be the right way. So where do I want to put the 2? So you want to make sure that you're lining up the decimals. So I'm going to put my 2 under here, and I'm going to add a 0. 4 minus 0 is 4. I cannot do 1 minus 4, so I'm going to borrow. That becomes 11. So that is 7. 5 minus 2 is 3, and bring down your 3. So my number is 33 74/100. Okay. And let's multiply. So with multiplication, our rule is just to line up the numbers and worry about the decimals later. Here the decimals lined up, but it doesn't always have to be like that. All right, so 5 times 5 is 25. I put my 5 here. I carry my 2. 5 times 8 is 40. Plus the 2 is 42. I put my 2 here and carry my 4. 5 times 7 is 35. Plus my 4 is 39. I look at my decimal places or decimal numbers after the decimals, and there are 2. So I'm going to pick up my invisible decimal, and I'm going to pick it up and go swoop, swoop. And my answer is 39 25/100. 39 25/100. Okay, so those are in there for you. Now I'm just going to do a decimal problem for you, with you, and let's do 9 into 2 and 781 thousandths. We'll see what happens. All right, so with our decimal problems, you just bring up the decimal, and that's it. How many times will 9 go into 2? It won't, so that's a 0. 9 times 9 is 0. You have 2 left over. Bring down your 7. 9 goes into 27 3 times. 3 times 9 is 27. Oh, I'm going to run out of space. That's a 0. Bring down your 8. 9 will go into 8 0 times. 0 times 9 is 0. Bring down my 1. 9 goes into 81 9 times. 9 times 9 is 81, and you are done. Okay. Remember that if you have a remainder here, you need to add another 0. And if you have a decimal dividing a decimal, then you like if you have this, if that's what that's what our problem would have been, you would want to move the decimal on both sides. What you do to one side, you've got to do the other, okay? And that's what's in there, rewrite your problem, and that's what it would look like. All right, have fun.